Welcome to another video. We're Ben and Sarah from Pack Lunch and Travel. We've been to 31 countries and just started full-time travel.
So in this video we're going to tell you all about a little tiny place in northern Italy called Tarvisio, which we think you should check out for your next holiday destination.
Also, if you're looking for slower travel, I think this would be a great place to stay for a month.
We didn't stay for a month, we only stayed for a week, didn't we? But
and
actually
we already would go back.
We would, yeah.
And stay longer.
So Tarvisio is a very picturesque little town at the very northeastern point of Italy, at the very top where it meets Austria and Slovenia. It's about 10 minutes drive from each of the borders of those.
It's nestled in the Julian Alps. One of the most beautiful places we've ever been to. It's a fantastic base if you're into nature.
And stay till the end to see our pros and cons for the area. So we'll break it down into different sections.
Airport. Where are you flying into? There are several options. You could fly into Slovenia, the capital city of Ljubljana, about an hour and 20 minutes away. Very scenic drive to Tarvisio if you take that option. Trieste in Italy, hour and 20 minutes away. The other good option is Venice, which is 2 hours away. Major international airport, so you probably will find better flight options there.
Train system in Italy is pretty good, so you probably could get a train from Venice airport, I would say. But we're going to recommend that you rent a car from wherever you're flying into, because you're going to need it to see some of these amazing sites that are around the area. It's just not worth going there without having a car, I don't think. We have used Sixt rental quite a lot in Europe. We have used them from Ljubljana airport, in fact. And remember that if you are coming in to Ljubljana airport, you are going to need to obviously drive across the borders. There are no borders in Europe, but when you're hiring a car, you do need to say that you're going to be driving into another country. We spent £519 on 5 nights accommodation in a pretty nice 2-bed flat with a kitchen, bathroom, living space, washing machine. It had everything that we needed.
I think that's really worth the money, considering where we were and considering the other options in the area. Hotels, there's a lot of them in the area. So you do have good options there, but you're talking 150 to 200 a night. So, food. Lots and lots of great options. You literally could go out for breakfast, lunch or dinner.
Yeah.
There's local bakeries, hotel restaurants. It is flooded with good stuff in this area. You will not be disappointed. Local pizzas, definitely you'd expect to get them there, and you can get so many different options and quite reasonable prices. 4 to 6 euros.
That's good.
That seems really good value for money for me.
Yeah,
so.
We always do self-catering because we like to cook, make all our own food and drinks, taking our tea with us wherever we go on walks. And so the supermarket options, again here, surprisingly good considering how small the place is. There is a huge supermarket, Interspa I think.
Interspa.
Just outside the town, 2 minutes outside the centre of the town, which is huge, and it had everything that you could need, including international brands and that kind of thing. And then in the town itself there is another smaller supermarket called Maxi, which we also went in, which obviously because it's smaller it's going to be slightly higher priced and fewer options.
Bit limited, but you can get all the basics.
We got plenty of things that we needed there, didn't we, to make some good stuff.
Well, it was slightly more expensive.
It was, yeah.
So just be aware of that.
But it is right in the middle of the town.
It is convenient.
We have rarely found ready-made pastry anywhere in Europe, I think. It's quite hard to find, and we love a pastry. And we found the best ready-made, pre-rolled pastry cut into a circle to put in your pie dish.
It was good. It was really
Blew
good.
my mind.
That was from a local store at Maxi as
well. It was, yeah. As was the bacon and the spinach, and oh, it was so good.
One of the best quiches we've ever made.
Yeah, it really was.
Definitely. So, if you've got time, we'd recommend that as well.
Yeah. So, What are you going to do when you get there? Well, our reason for going anywhere is nature. Hiking, walking, finding great scenery and waterfalls. And boy, did we find some good stuff here.
This is the place, for sure.
If you're into any of that, you need to get there.
We're talking 5-minute drive, very popular gorge walk, beautiful crystal clear waters. And it was free, no interest fee or anything. It was just perfect, really.
It was amazing, wasn't it?
That was just for starters.
I think that was called the Slizzer Gorge. We'll put some clips in here. It was so perfect, just unreal. We couldn't really believe that we were looking at it. It reminded us a lot of Slovenia. Again, you are very near to Slovenia, so you're getting the same kind of landscape there. And the purest clean water like we saw all over Triglav. It was gorgeous.
You're 10 minutes from Slovenia, and we took a day trip, because you're so near, to Triglav National Park. Absolutely incredible. Again, we've been several times now.
Yeah.
Went on a waterfall hike. Great scenery again.
It's an area that is like one of our favourites in Europe. I would say it's right up there. It's becoming really popular now as well, so it is busy there. You're going to want to set off early if you're going to do that day trip, but you're in the perfect spot in Tarvisio to actually nip into Triglav. You could even drive the Verzik Pass there, I think, in the day if you got there early enough.
Half an hour away, I'd say.
Yeah.
If you're prepared to have a day out, half an hour to an hour's drive, you can get to a lot of places in the area.
You could, and you would not be disappointed. Just pack a lunch, you'll be fine.
That waterfall was simply amazing. We went behind a waterfall. Again, the scenery is amazing.
It was mind-blowing, wasn't it?
I can't remember how far it was, but it wasn't far from where we were staying. 20 minutes? Half an hour, tops?
Yeah.
We saw lots of waterfalls on the road, so you can stop off. You don't even have to get out of the car particularly.
That's right.
And then you're right, we found this village right at the end of the stretch of road.
I can't remember what that was called.
And I think the name of the village was called Villanova.
That's right.
I don't know how I remember that. Yeah. This tiniest little village, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was so cute. It was like one of those little picture perfect cottage little houses by the road. It was scorching hot because by the time we got there it was about lunchtime, and apparently there was a waterfall behind the houses and we were trying to find it, and there is a waterfall behind little houses there. It was like something out of a dream world.
It was like a fairy tale, wasn't it? Yeah.
It was unreal. Another day trip that we did was out to Lake Fucine, which was again less than half an hour's drive from Tarvisio. Mind-blowing. We'll just put some images here. It was gorgeous.
You don't even quite... It's quite hard to get your head around how it's real. Like it just looks like it's just... It's hard to get your head around unless you see it. It's absolutely incredible.
It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's lots and lots to do here. We did 5 days, but I'm sure you could do a month and take your time.
I think you could, because you could drive further out to other things as well and do other walks.
Austria too, you're on the border of Austria.
Yeah.
So
what's not to like about
there's
it?
so many options. Travel insurance, that will cut you back about £5 to £15 depending on your age and your medical history.
And I'd say it's a pretty safe country. Italy, you're not going to need more than a basic level of coverage, I would say, in our opinion. But obviously it's a personal preference.
If you plan on going to Austria, their motorways require you to have a vignette, and you can get a day or week pass online. So that'd be something to look into if you're looking to go into Austria. But Slovenia, if you're going to Triglav, across the border, no tolls there.
No, that's right.
No
you're
vignettes or anything.
Talking mountain roads, so they're windy, but you get the best scenery and they're usually free.
As always, VPN, absolute must when you're travelling. Protect yourself. If you need to, for whatever reason, go on your banking, definitely have a VPN.
Yeah, and for anyone that hasn't heard of that before, it means virtual private network. It basically hides where your computer says that you are, so you can set it to wherever you want. And if you're, say, from the UK, you could set your VPN to show that you are still in the UK whilst you're travelling, so you can access your banking, like you say. You can even get stuff like Netflix, iPlayer to work wherever you are. So, the pros and cons. There is not much to not love about this place. There are so many pros. We could just talk all day about it.
It's a perfect location, isn't it?
Yeah.
To see amazing nature, hikes, waterfalls, pretty much for every level too. You do not have to be going up a mountain by any means. I couldn't think of many better destinations we've been to for this.
No, me neither.
Top tip, absolute tip, fill up your car full of petrol in Slovenia. Much, much cheaper prices in Slovenia and Italy and Austria. So
yeah, I think both Austria and Italy were averaging about €170 a litre at the time that we were there, and Slovenia was at least 40 cents a litre better than that. But on the tourist tax side of things, Italy is actually a bargain, particularly compared with Austria. In Austria we were paying €3 and up each per day for the tourist tax.
I think it worked out €7 between us per day.
That's right, which is quite a lot. That can add on a chunk of change to your holiday budget. But in Italy it was €1 each per day, so it felt reasonable, I would say. And compared to Slovenia, which is now becoming extremely popular, like we said, the accommodation prices in Slovenia we've seen go up quite a lot, haven't we? In the past year or two. So it might be the bargain option for that region.
There isn't many cons at all. Not many cons. The only thing we could really come up with is it's an hour and a half to 2 hours drive from the airport. So you do have a bit of work to do, so perhaps make sure you leave yourself some time when you arrive so you're not too knackered. And it's popular, there's a lot of great stuff there. So there's a lot of people doing the same thing. But on the counter side, I would say get up early, because that's what we do. We're up at 6, 7 in the morning, not many people around then, and you'll get the place basically to yourself for a good few hours. Also, when we're there in the summer, it gets very hot, very quick. So it's quite nice, isn't it? Refreshing.
It's a much better time to be
anyway.
out.
So you kind of, it's kind of a good counter.
Yeah, it definitely is. It's like a universal tip for travelling Europe in the summer, basically. Get up as early as you can.
So we were struggling with the cons because it's such a good area.
Yeah, it really is. And like you said, the only downside is you really do need a car, and you are going to have to drive to get there. But it's so worth it.
I did say if you want a tip, you stay to the end. We'll give you a good tip. I think you deserve it for staying this long. The lake Vazine, €5 a day. You'll have to check when, depending on when you go. But after 9 AM. So we went, because we get up early, we went about 8. We got there for about 8.
Yeah.
No one at the gate, no charges. We had a nice walk round, beautiful scenery, took some photos. Time we were leaving, after 9, it was really, really busy.
They'd started to queue to get in.
And they were queuing, weren't they? Motorbikes were streaming, and they were all paying to get in.
Right.
And no one checks us because we're already in, so we leave.
That's right. It was brilliant, yeah. And there was even bus loads turned up by 9 AM as well. So
There was.
That is absolutely a top tip. And it is such a beautiful place. You have to go and see it. So definitely get there before 9.
Yeah. Hopefully you got some value out of this video. We're going to keep posting tips and where we stay for longer travel as well coming up. Budgeting and prices, so stick around for that. Subscribe if that interests you in any way.
Yeah, and send us a comment. If you've been to the area, we definitely want to go back. So is there anything we missed? Let us know.
And do you think it's worth staying longer? And we'll see you in the next one.
Cheers.